Hi and welcome back to my Kazon Lit build. Been quite a while since I posted one of these. We had a bit of a family emergency and everything went on hold, but everything's fine now, so I'm back to it. If you recall, last time we were doing some weathering. I started showing you with my Mascol and two coats. If we're coming close, you should be able to see that there's a rust effect underneath. We've got some more colours to add in here. All's good. As you can probably also notice, the hull is now sealed together. Not the greatest fitting model. Big gap right the way around. So the next stage on here is going to be some putty work. When I do putty, I use a syringe. I use a 2mm head, and I like to use Perfect Plastic Putty. It's a really nice product. It's water based, so you can even let it down a little bit. But using the syringe, I can get in nice and fine all the way through here. So won't be putty all the way over, so it's less to sand down, making it smooth, because sanding down is a pain in the ass. Obviously, I also got all the LEDs are now inside the hull, as they should be. Let's have a quick look. It's quite a lot going on in there, but it's neatened up as much as I can. For these warp engines, I ended up going with hot glue. They need neatening up, but I've hot glued them and then clear orange over the top, so they've actually come out very nice. Give me a second and I'll connect it to the power so you can see what all these lights together look like. So coming from the back, that will be covered over eventually, but you can see I've got a nice effect on the warp engines. We've got our light skin, obviously that will be covered again. To protect from paint, we've covered over our shuttle bays, but you can see the lights coming through there. These lights down here are all on, all the way around the front. Obviously it really shows up the problem with the seam. And then round to the other side as well with our warp engines. So this is all coming on quite nicely now. So as I say, my next stage is going to be filling in this gap all along the seam. Then we're going to get our wings that we've seen connected into place, and hopefully the bottom as well. And then there won't be a lot more to do. It'll be literally painting it, finishing the painting to make it look really nice. We've also, I have this last week been buying myself some other new toys. So give me a moment and I'll get them out to show you. So if you recall the Voyager saucer that I had Robert Duncan McNeil sign for me, I've been buying some more new toys for Voyager. Bought myself these lovely little tiny nano servos, and I plan to have these fitted obviously into here. I'm going to have to cut plastic out. This is just taped together at the moment, and I'm going to have the warp nacelles all powered, so they will move as they should do. It's like there's two of these little servos, one for each side. My big problem with this is to make it work, I'm going to have to use Arduino. I could pay someone hundreds of pounds for pre-written chips, but I've decided to do it myself, and it's going to cost a damn sight bloody less. I reckon I'll get the entire electrics for Voyager for less than 50 quid, and when we start making it, you'll be quite amazed at what's going to go in here. I'll just show you the Arduino so you can get an idea of what I'm programming. Right, the camera's a bit bright here. It's not showing them very well, but this is your Arduino chip, and this is programmable. 14 ports coming out of that, 6 of them analog, the rest digital. At the moment I'm plugged into analog, so I have 2 LEDs operating independently. One's getting dimmer while the other gets brighter. I can control voltages, 0.02 volts through to 5 volts, going up in 0.02 volt increments, which is going to be very handy when it comes to operating things like servos. Being able to do this with LEDs as well. Once I get onto the connected to proper LED strips, I'll be able to do my warp activation effect in the cells. Be able to have the deflector just light up slowly as it ship activates, so it'll look quite cool. So a lot of putty work to do on the Kazon Raider, and I've got lots and lots of studying to do to get me head fully round this Arduino IDE coding, but it's quite good fun. And that's it for now. So keep on trekking and modelling and having fun, and I'll catch you all later. Thank you very much.